Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel Tech Hire Buddy. This is second part of SQL series. In first part we have seen basic concepts of SQL like data types, constraints, keys, statements, qualifiers, operators, special operators, functions, group by clause, having clause, order by clause. These all points are covered. Before watching this video, you must watch first part for better understanding of concepts. Now let's start our video. In this video, we are going to learn advanced topics of SQL. So first topic is subquery. Subquery is query inside another query. It have two types: single row subquery and multi-row subquery. Let's see single row subquery. A single row subquery returns 0 or 1 row to the outer SQL statement. You can place a subquery in a where clause, a having clause or from clause of a select statement. Inner query executes first and gives some output. Then output is given to another query. Outer query then executes and gives final output. Second is, multiple row subqueries are nested queries that can return more than one row of results to the parent query. Multiple row subqueries are used most commonly in where and having clauses. It returns multiple rows. It must be handled by set comparison operators in, all, any. Any operator compares a specified value to each value returned by the subquery. All compares a value to every value returned by a subquery. Now, nested subquery. Nested subquery is multiple queries inside one another. The inner query executes first and its result is then used by the outer query. Let's see one example. Write query display, name, salary of employee who earning salary greater than salary of Alan and salary lesser than Jones. This query is used to display the name and salary of employees whose salary is greater than Alan's salary and less than Jones' salary. To understand it, remember that the inner queries run first. So SQL will first search the MP table and fetch Alan's salary using select salary from MP where name is equal to Alan, and then it will fetch Jones' salary using select salary from MP where name is equal to Jones. After getting these two values, the outer query runs select name, salary from MP, which simply means we want to display each employee's name and salary. Finally, we apply the two conditions. The salary must be greater than Alan's salary and less than Jones' salary. So we combine them using AND. Where salary greater than Alan's salary and salary less than Jones' salary. In simple words, this query shows all employees whose salary lies between the salary of Alan and the salary of Jones. Let's understand employee-manager relationship. See this example, observe carefully this chart. Bhim is one manager. He is manager of R, C, J. That is, Raju, Chutki, Jaggu. Bhim have employee number as 1. And we have given others manager number as 1. And here K denotes Kalia and D is Dholu. So Kalia have manager number 3. So, 3 is employee number of Chutki. So Chutki is manager of Kalia. And second is Dholu. Dholu have manager number 2. And 2 is employee number of Jaggu. So Jaggu is manager of Dholu. So, from this we understand how employee-manager relationship is established. Let's see quick example of it. Write query to display who is Kalia's manager. So, first we will see who is Kalia. So Kalia is employee number 5. And having manager number 2. So query will compare Kalia's manager number with others' employee number. So, answer is select name from MP where MP number in. Select manager from MP where name in Kalia. Here we want to display name of manager, so we have written name, which is to be displayed in outer query. Then with where clause we compared MP number with manager number, where name is Kalia. Next is pseudo columns. Pseudo columns are false or hidden columns. Those are present for every table, but these columns are not displayed by default. Types of pseudo columns are row ID and row num. See this quick difference between row num and row ID. Row ID have 18-character address given for record, and row num acts as serial number given to record. Row num and row ID both are unique and not null. If table don't have primary key, then we can make row vid as primary key. Row ID is generated when we insert record in table. If table don't have primary key, we can't make row num as primary key. Default value of row num is 1. Let's see example for row ID and row num. Write query to display first 3 records from MP table. Answer. Select asterisk from MP where row num less than 4. Less than 4 will display first 3 records. Example 2. Write query to display first half records from MP table. Answer. Select asterisk from MP where row num less than equal to, select count asterisk 2 from MP. Example 3. Write query to display last 3 records from MP table. Answer. Select asterisk from, select MP asterisk row num as SR number from MP where SRNO greater than, select count of asterisk 3 from MP. To display the last 3 records from the employee table, we use a query that first assigns a serial number to each row and then selects only the rows with the highest serial numbers. We create this serial number using an alias called SR number by writing select MP row num as SR number from MP. After numbering all rows, we compare SR number with the total row count minus 3. For that, we use a subquery. Select count from MP, which gives us the total number of records. When we subtract 3 from this count, we get the starting point for the last 3 rows. Finally, the condition where SR number greater than, total count 3, filters the table and shows only the last 3 records. In short, we number all rows, calculate where the last 3 begin, and then select only those rows. Next topic is correlated subquery. Correlated subquery is inner query depends from data of outer query for its own execution. Inner query executes fully for each record from outer query. Inner query completes its execution and then outer query completes its execution and gives final output. See example, write query to display details of MP whose salary greater than average salary of their own job. Answer. Select asterisk from MP E1 where salary is greater than select average of salary from MP E2 where E2.job is equal to E1.job. So, this query is used to display the details of employees whose salary is higher than the average salary of people doing the same job. To understand it, look at the subquery first. The inner query calculates the average salary for each job using select average salary from MP E2 where E2.job is equal to E1.job. This means, for the job of the current employee in the outer query, find the average salary of all employees having that same job. After this average is calculated, the outer query checks each employee one by one. It selects only those employees whose salary is greater than that computed average. In simple words, this query shows employees who are earning more than the normal or average salary of their own job role. Now, most important topic, that is, joins. Joins means joining to tables. It is used to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on a related column between them. It helps us fetch connected or matching data stored across multiple tables by linking them through a common field, such as a key. There are types of joins: inner join, natural join, self-join, cross-join also called as Cartesian join, and outer join have three types: left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. See this diagram of outer join for better understanding. These are syntax for joins. Inner join syntax. Select asterisk, column or expression from table 1, table 2, where table1.cc is equal to table2.cc and filter condition. Natural join syntax. Select asterisk column or expression from table 1 natural join table 2, where filter condition. Self-join syntax. To join to table. Table name 1 dot column name is equal to table name 2 dot column name. Cross-join syntax. Select asterisk column or expression from table 1, table 2, where filter condition. Write these syntax in your book. It will always help you while solving SQL problems. Inner join returns records that have matching values in both tables. Left join returns all records from the left table and the matched records from the right table. Imagine you have a list of all students and a list of students who paid their fees. If you do a left join on students' left join fees, you will get all students and fees details only for those who paid. Those who did not pay will still appear but fee status will be null. Right join returns all records from the right table and the matched records from the left table. Imagine you have a table of all fees records and a table of students. If you want to see all fee entries, even if some fee entries don't match any student, maybe missing data, you use right join. So it returns all rows from the right table plus matching student details from the left. Full join returns all records when there is a match in either left or right table. Imagine you want to see a list that contains all students, all fee entries, and also entries that don't match on either side. Even if some students haven't paid fees or some fee records don't match any student, a full join will show everything. Here is quick inner join and natural join difference. Inner join used to obtain matched records of both by using join condition. Natural join used to obtain matched records of both tables without using joins condition. In inner join, common columns are displayed twice. In natural join, common columns displayed only once. In inner join, qualifiers are allowed. In natural join, qualifiers are not allowed. Oracle does not support inner join and natural join. So guys, this was your SQL series part 2 tutorial. If you liked this video, hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more engineering related content and tell me which series should be next. All the best for your placements.